Good morning, students. So, our today's exercise is 5.3, and the first question in this is in the figure given that angle 1 equal to 2. See, it is given angle 1 equal to 2 and also angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay, so we have to prove that triangle MUG is congruent. This symbol is known as congruency. Okay, congruent to triangle TUB. Okay, congruency means you already know, I think, similarity. What is the similarity between these two triangles we are going to find? Okay, let us start. We have to give statements and also the reasons for the statements. Okay, so let us start. The first one is in triangle MUG and TUG. MU equal to TU. Sorry, this will be equation number 1. Wait, I'll tell you why. MU equal to TU. This distance and this distance is equal. We are telling this statement, and the reason for this is angle 3 equal to angle 4. When two angles are equal, then the sides opposite to them will be also equal in a triangle. See, this is a triangle in which two angles are equal. So, there is a theorem, okay. Opposite sides to the equal angles are equal. Like that, there is a statement. Also, there is a proof for it. Let us see, okay, deep in the senior classes. Okay, now let us see small thing. Okay, it is very easy. Just understand that when equal angles are given, so you can take the opposite sides of them as equal. That is, for this angle, this is opposite side. For this angle, this is opposite side. Okay, so we can take MU and TU as equal things. Okay, and we can give the reason as opposite sides of equal angles. Next, UG equal to UB. In this triangle, UG equal to UB. Again the same reason, angle 1 equal to angle 2. So opposite sides to equal angles are equal. So let us give like that. Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Okay. So then angle GUM, they are given. Angle GUM, this angle and this angle are equal. Why? Vertically opposite angles. Okay. Vertically opposite angles. These are all some properties you should know before starting this exercise or this lesson itself. Geometry is very interesting when you know all the properties of it. Okay. So then triangle, therefore, see, you have three equation out here. Therefore, we have many properties, you know. SSS criterion, SAS criterion, ASA criterion, AAS criterion and RHS criterion. Do you know what are all these? These are some statements about the similarity of triangles. Okay. Here we use the property SAS. See, side, angle, side. When we compare two triangles, when two sides, two angles and again two sides are equal, then we can obviously start with our SAS criterion. See, suppose if there is like this, see, this angle, this side and this angle, if it is equal, then you can do it by ASA, angle, side, angle. Now we are going to use SAS, side, angle and side. Here you can see one side is there, one angle is there and one side. We are comparing three things, but the order should be very important. Okay, side, angle, side. You should give the criterion name according to the order what you get. Okay, so side, angle, side. So we are proving it by SAS criterion by 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then the next question. From the figure, we have to prove that triangle SUN is similar to triangle RAY. By any property we can use. They have not mentioned particularly, so we can use any property and prove it. First, you should just think on what and all properties, what and all statements we can use to prove two triangles are similar. First, what is a triangle here? SUN, the big one, and RAY, the small one. The order should be very important. Why I am telling this means you should just say SU and RA as equal, not SU and AY. that they both should not be equal. The order, the first two elements if you are taking, then here also the first two elements only you should take. You should say they both only are equal, but not SU and AY, SU and RY, not like that. Okay, order should be very important when it is given in the question itself. If you are going to frame the order, then it's not a problem. Okay, from this triangle SUN and triangle RAY, we know already it is given in the question. SU is 10, UN is 12, SN is 14, RA is 5 and AY is 6 and RY is 7. So from the figure we have SU by RA equal to 10 by 5 equal to 2 by 1. This is our equation number 1. UN by AY equal to 12 by 6 equal to 2 by 1. This is our equation number 2. And SN by RY equal to 14 by 7 equal to 2 by 1. This is our equation number 3. From 1 to 1, 3 we have, see, all are equal. 2 by 1, 2 by 1 and 2 by 1. So all the elements are also, that is the lines are also equal. SU by RA equal to UN by AY equal to SN by RY equal to 2 by 1. Like that you can write. So here we have, in the previous question we had side angle side property. Now we are going to have side property. See see what are the properties. I'll write here. Side, angle, side, angle, side. Okay, angle, side, angle, side, and RHS, right hand side. Okay, so this is the property. These are all the properties I told you. These are 6 properties which is very important in geometry lesson. Okay, here we used, in the first question we used this, and now we are using this. We'll use many properties. Okay, therefore the sides are proportional, and therefore triangle SUN is similar to triangle RAY. Third question. The height of a tower is measured by a mirror on the ground at R by which the top of the tower's reflection is seen. Find the height of the tower if triangle PQR is similar to triangle STR. Already they have given, they both are similar. So according to that properties, we can take anything as equal. But in the order, you can take PQ is proportional to ST. You should not take PQ is proportional to TR. Okay. According to that order, you should take it. Okay. Now, the image and its reflection make similar shapes. You already know, if your face you go and see in a mirror, it will be looking the same. But when you see a mirror reflection from a distance, your original face and that will be looking similar, but not approximately, that is not actually equal, but they look similar. You will have the same nose but in a smaller size. You will have the same eyes but in a smaller size, like that. The mirror image of a tower is also seen smaller than the original one, but they are proportional. That's obvious. They are proportional, but it looks smaller than the original. Always the image will be looking smaller than the original one. Now, triangle P, already in the question it is given triangle PQR is similar to triangle STR. Now, we can take what and all points we need from the given. Okay, so it is PQ proportional to ST, QR proportional to TR, and PR proportional to SR. Like that you can take. I have took every ratio, and now I am telling these two are equal. Then according to what is the given in the question, given numbers, that is the measurements, we can find the height of the tower. They are asking the height of the tower, right? So what you should do, H. For PQ we can substitute H, and for ST you can substitute 8 feet. 8 you can substitute. Then for QR it is 60, and for TR it is 10. So substitute everything, cross multiply 8 here, then cut everything, and you will get 48 feet. Therefore, the height of the tower is nothing but 48 feet. Now, fourth question. Find the height of the support cable. For height or length you can take. Okay, the support cable required to support the tower with the floor. See, here is a tower and a floor. Now, we need to find the length of the wire which is needed to support, that is tie the tower to the floor. Let us take the length as x because we don't know what is the real measurement is, but for our convenience we take it as x, and we know the height of the tower and the length, that is a distance between the point where we have to mark and the tower's basement. Now let us start from the figure by Pythagoras theorem. You know what is Pythagoras theorem? The hypotenuse square will be equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. So hypotenuse square, here when you look at this picture, you can easily understand which is the hypotenuse. Obviously it is x. Okay, so x square equal to 20 square plus 15 square. So expand and write. For 400 plus 225, it is 625. X square equal to 25 square, x equal to 25. Square and square gets cancelled. Okay, therefore the length of the support cable required to support the tower with the floor is 25 feet. Now the fifth question. Ritika buys an LED TV which has 25 inches screen. Now it is very easy, but some common sense and logical things are needed here. See, when you go for a TV showroom, they'll show you 32 inches TV, 45 inches TV, 50 inches TV, 55 inches TV. There are many, okay. You have big LED TVs, but now here she buys only 25 inches screen TV, okay. But now you should understand here that this is not the length of the TV, but it is the length of the diagonal. Okay, don't confuse, okay. It is not this length they are telling about. They are telling about this length. Always when you go to buy a TV, they will say the inches of the diagonal only, not the side, okay. They will say the inches of the diagonal. So 25 inches. Then its height is 7 inches they have given, height. Okay, how wide is the screen? Wide means this length they are asking about. Her TV cabinet. Cabinet means or we can say a showcase where we keep the TV on. Okay. Well, they are saying the cabinet's length is 20. The width of the cabinet is 20. They are asking, will the TV fit into the cabinet? Can we fix the TV inside it? They are asking. Give reason. Okay. So, take the sides of the right angle triangle ABC as A equal to 7 inches, B equal to 25 inches, C square equal to what? Sorry, C. Okay, we'll use C square, but here we use C. So, this will take it as B, A, and this is C. Now, B square, hypotenuse square equal to A square plus C square. Okay, then 25 square equal to 7 square plus C square. Substitute the values which is given in the question. Now, keep C square this side itself. Bring this 7 square this side. What you will get? Minus 7 square you will get. So, 625 minus 49 is 576, which is C square equal to 24 square. So, square and square gets cancelled. C equal to 24 inches. Therefore, the width of the TV has been got, which is 24 inches. Okay. Now, they are asking another question, right? Will the TV fit into the cabinet? This is 20 only, but the width is 24. How can this be possible? The smaller space and the bigger object can be pushed inside. No, that is not possible, right? So, we'll give the answer as the width of the TV cabinet is 20 inches, which is lesser than the width of the screen. Therefore, it is 24 inches, right? Now only we have found out the width of the TV screen, okay? So, which is 24. Therefore, the TV will not fit into the cabinet. We have to give the reason, right? The cabinet's width is very small, smaller than the TV screen. So, the TV will not fit into the cabinet. Like that, you should give the answer, okay?